everybody, and welcome back to the Division 1 Valorant Grand Finals between the Seed 1 Collinsville and the Seed 4 Classen SAS. Both playing against each other twice now in this playoff bracket. A 13-5 victory for Classen against Collinsville earlier today, and a 13-8 victory for Classen against Collinsville in the second round. Right now, the Seed 4 popping off. Collinsville looking to bring this one back.
Yeah, definitely an exciting game. This will still be a best of one with a bracket reset. So if Collinsville ends up winning this map of Split that we are going to, we will have a bracket reset, repick maps, and then go into that, again, a best of one, winner takes all. This is the first and second for your Division 1 State Championship of Valorant. Very exciting to see here at the OESL as we get this game underway.
Yeah, and as we kind of talked about a little bit earlier, an Adobo versus Nav duelist kind of battle here. Adobo dropping 32 earlier today and Nav dropping 28. Both doing really well in their respective matches and now playing against each other yet again. We're going to have to see how these two gamers do.
Yeah, looks like Classen's going to be on the defense to start here. Collinsville opting for that attack split, known a little bit more as a defensive-sided map, but really, again, one of the more balanced maps of Valorant, so definitely going to be interesting to see how they play. A little bit of poke here for mid-control coming out from Classen, as Collinsville actually looks to take a lot of this middle, trying to find an opening up here.
Yeah, a lot of players playing towards this B site for the side of Classen. But Collinsville doing a great job pressuring this Heaven on this B site right now, getting a nice pick onto Adobo there, starting off this game strong with Nav getting down to about 45 HP. Gamertube going to take out Nav, now stuck in this 4v4. Throws out the flash, isn't able to get that one out. Tub is going to get the pick onto Gamertube, and Tub will get the plant there. Now a 3v4. Collinsville having the advantage here. Average Taco gets one, NMI gets the trade on, and NMI gets another one. Me Too getting the pick onto NMI. Now a 2v1. Chicken Nugget looking to make something happen here. Does end up getting hit by that Cypher cam there. Throws out that bird to try to find something, but the double peek, Me Too, ends up cleaning that one up. A first round win for the attack onto Collinsville. And with a very attack-sided map, that's what they're going to be looking for.
Yeah, Collinsville being able to get that first round under their belt, keep that momentum that they had coming out of the relegation bracket, get that quick point on, and now they go into this eco with a lot of advantage against this Classen defense.
Yeah, now going into this next round, it looks like they're going to want to go ahead and swap the site this time, deciding to pressure out this A. The Lurk going to come out from Me Too as well. The classic that we saw them do on Sunset, and you know, Classen kind of playing just the classic defense here. Hearing a lot of sound come out from Collinsville. It's going to start this rotate over. We see Comeback start making their way over, as well as Gamertube start lurking that direction. Maybe not aware that Me Too's going to be sitting in mid here. Is kind of cautious of it, but Me Too will go ahead and get that pick. Not aware that they were that far up. And the rotate kind of starts coming back here. Classen not really quite sure where Collinsville wants to clean up here. Chicken Nugget gets a nice pick with that classic onto Tub, but Average Taco, Adam Tao get the trades. NMI gets a pick onto Nav. Average Taco getting one onto NMI. Comeback, the only player remaining with this classic here. Tries for something to happen, but that Spectre just going to put in a lot of work. But they do manage to get 2 picks on their eco there, and a 2-0 now going into the weapon advantage for Classen.
Yeah, that opening pick for Me Too really gave a lot of opportunity for Collinsville to be able to win that round. Already having a gun advantage, putting the numbers advantage on top of that, really just rolled momentum into Collinsville's favor. Once the trades fell, it ended up being Collinsville point.
Yeah, and Classen this game, even though they're starting on the defense, opting to play the double duelist, having the Raze and the Jet. So I think once they get to attack, right now on defense, don't know if they necessarily need a ton of rounds, especially having the Vice and the Clove as well. They are a very, very attack-sided team. So certainly could flip-flop after going in this half. Right now, Nav going to get an early aggression here with this Bucky into Heaven right now. Try to make something happen. Adam Tao gets a nice pick onto Gamertube there. Right now, the bonus going in fantastic favor but NMI gets that trade. A 4v2, Nav getting one with the Bucky. Chicken Nugget gonna try to make something happen, but the Bucky doing so much work here right now. 11 HP onto Nav, ends up picking up that Vandal. Gonna decide to keep themselves safe, get that heal from Adam Tao, keep their life up, and Me Too getting a nice headshot onto NMI. 4 players remaining, and a fantastic bonus here. Collinsville really wanting this one.
Yeah, Collinsville coming out so fast through that middle, taking an immense amount of space. And I don't think Classen was expecting to have to defend their own spawn just 8 seconds into the round with how Nav played so aggressive with that shotgun, being able to get the short angle and really turn that into Collinsville favor. A truly miraculous round if you're a Collinsville player.
Yeah, for sure. And now having the gun advantage, especially in Collinsville's favor, Classen having to go back to a bonus. Looking like this 4th round might be an aggressive play here yet again for Collinsville. Maybe going to look towards this mid. Adobo getting aggressive with the Sheriff here. Tries to get some shots. NMI getting 2. Nav and Adam Tao both going down. That's the defensive masterclass that we were looking for Classen on the save round. But still putting in so much work with those Sheriffs. Still a 3-0 here, but coming back in style. Able to maybe pick up a couple rifles in mid. Right now, Collinsville looking to kind of just defend those rifles, not let them have anything, force them to keep using those Sheriffs. Still not in too bad of a position for Collinsville here, maybe looking for this rotate. Classen definitely thinking that they are going to be pushing this A, having 4 players over on that site, and a soft lurk on this Jet for Adobo here. We're going to have to see what they decide to do. The Bucky here for Chicken Nugget online. Just waiting to see if they're going to push this mid. Right now, both teams just kind of playing a game of chicken. Waiting to see who pushes what, who makes sound first. The smoke going to go down in B. Going to cause some rotates to start for Classen.
30 seconds left.
Still not sure if that's where they're deciding to go. The Skydog going to come out. The Omen making some space. Average Taco looking for something here in this corner. Come back with the Sheriff here in the CT. The smoke going to go down. Average Taco still in that heaven. And am I going to try to make something happen with a Showstopper? Manages to get out Average Taco, but not before Average Taco gets them first. 3K here for NMI, now a 2v4. Collinsville trying to make this round happen. Tub gets 1. Comeback gets 1 of the Tub. Me Too with 3 kills in quick succession. A fantastic clutch there. And able to keep Collinsville with their flawless streak here.
Classen playing that round so fantastically for the first minute and a half, getting great trades. NMI getting those 2 picks in the middle while having a gun disadvantage. Really great synergy from Classen, but Me Too making the hero play, rocking the 7-0 KD early into this one, being able to clutch that one for Collinsville and keep them rolling.
Yeah, fantastic game so far from Collinsville, but Classen now having the chance to respond with these rifle advantage that they have in their favor. Collinsville going to look to ping pong back to the other A site. Now going to try to make an aggressive play here, up into heaven. The TP from the Omen as well going to come out. Average Taco and Nav, this dynamic duo, going to try to make something happen in heaven here. The Cypher scan going to come out, spot out where they are playing here. The Sky ult coming out as well on the side of Collinsville to try to get as much information as possible. Both teams having so much information gained right now. Gamer2 manages to get 1 onto Me Too. Now back into a 3v3. Gamer2 being left at such low HP here. NMI gets 1 pick onto Nav there. Bomb still sitting in main. Classen kind of has the bomb advantage right now. Adam Tao going to go ahead and get the res onto Average Taco. Nav gets 1 of the Chicken Nugget as well. Only 1 player remaining now on NMI, but the bomb is in main. They do kind of have a decent advantage, but they do have the Omen ulti. They're going to be looking for that TP ultimate here. Just going to decide to go to B and grab that bomb.
Yeah,
there it is.
Having that wisdom to actually be able to res and have Omen ulti up. Really heads up play from Collinsville to be able to flip the one advantage that Classen still had in this round. Now NMI has to make a big play here.
Yeah, not quite sure where NMI is going to be coming from. Playing this really slow on this retake, has more than enough time to work with right now. Is going to spot out Average Taco, just not aware. But does end up swinging that one around and gets that headshot onto NMI and is able to take that round 5-0 lead here for Collinsville.
Yeah, a difficult situation to already be in, trying to make a impossible play possible, looking to have that trigger discipline, but NMI not quite able to get there. Another win for Collinsville.
Yes, starting the momentum really well in Collinsville's favor, especially on this defensive-sided map. Just kind of looking to make a lot of aggressive plays right now, especially with the aggressive comp that they have. Maybe looking for the mid again. Smoke coming out here. Gonna get a little bit of a lurk here as well. Still a lot of players for Collinsville lurking up the mid here, trying to make some slow push. Picks come out here. The Sky Flash gonna come out.
There.
Adobo might be spotted here. That smoke gonna kind of conceal them a little bit. Nav getting a nice pick there on the GamerTube, not aware that they are up there in heaven. Adobo gonna get the pick onto Adam Tao there. Adobo looking to make something happen, not quite sure that they're still there. Tries to get the spray, but NMI cleans that one up onto Average Taco. 3v4 here. Advantage gained for Classen. If they want to win this round, this is the round to do it. To start this momentum back in their favor, and Me Too getting a nice pick onto NMI. Not aware of that push. Kind of looking for a squeeze here. Me Too and Tub both getting one respectively, and Nav getting a nice one onto Adobo there. A 6-0 lead. Collinsville showing that they certainly are deserving of this 1 seed.
Yeah, Me Too with a really heads-up play to get the pick and then leave, all of a sudden making an angle that is non-existent anymore, still be pressured from Collinsville. At that point, Collinsville is just turning, or sorry, Classen is just turning in 360 degrees, trying to figure out where they're coming from, when really every angle is covered. Great round from Collinsville.
Yeah, and Me Too right now at the 10-1 Cypher with these fantastic lurks, proving to be a formidable force against Classen here. GamerTube going to throw this wall in the mid, knowing that they've been kind of doing that a lot. Chicken Nugget does manage to get one. The Raise Rocket does a lot of damage, but is still able to get 2. The Bucky putting in a lot of work and gets the spray on the Nav, gets 3. Adam Tao finally getting that trade, but not before Chicken Nugget did a good chunk of damage there. Only 1 player remaining, and it is Me Too on this lurk. Manages to get 2. The Clove ulti available, decides to not use it here. Is going to pick up this bomb. Not quite sure where NMI and GamerTube are playing here. Just looking to play it slow. Still has a whole 60 seconds to their name here. GamerTube maybe looking to use this flash here. Kind of just still playing it slow. Me Too trying to clear every angle they possibly can. Gets the swing on a GamerTube. Now in a 1v1. So far, Me Too putting in a lot of work on this round, just trying to spot out where NMI is playing, and gets a fantastic headshot. The clutch there for Me Too to keep this one alive. Right now, the MVP for Collinsville. Me Too putting in so much work.
Yeah, a dominant 1v4 win there for Me Too and the Collinsville Cardinals, really being able to flip that round on their heads. And that's kind of the story of the series so far, that Classen is getting so much advantage early on, getting a lot of numbers advantage, maybe having the economy advantage, but just not able to close out these rounds. And all of a sudden, in what feels like a close game because of all of these rounds and how narrow they're going to, you look up and it's a 7-0 lead for Collinsville.
Yeah, both teams just doing a great job playing smart and knowing where the enemy team is going to be posturing. Right now, they kind of expect Collinsville. They've been ping-ponging a little bit this game, kind of going back and forth between the sites. They're looking to expect this B push here. For Collinsville, we'll have to see what happens. Chicken Nugget manages to get 1. Average Taco with the trade. GamerTube gets 1 onto Me Too, though. A 3v4 now. Advantage gained for Classen, but we've seen what Collinsville can do in these situations.
Me Too and Nav are the 2 picked off for Collinsville. Some of the strongest players for Collinsville in this series so far. Definitely great picks for Classen, especially having this numbers advantage.
Yeah, I'm now going to rotate over towards this A site. So far, Classen not having made any rotations happen. Right now, they're kind of looking towards this A site. NMI not quite sure where they might be playing, but it will just be a free site here for Collinsville, with Average Taco playing a bit of a fun angle here to try to maybe find some exit picks. Tub going to get that plant down. And now Classen's going to be aware of it. Those quick rotates now coming out. That bomb being planted. GamerTube going to go ahead and grab that Vandal. And right now, Average Taco with this kind of Omen lurk here. with all of Classen going to be pushing in through this CT, Collinsville's going to be aware of it. Right now, just trying to keep themselves alive. They are down a player here, and with Average Taco on this lurk, going to maybe look for something. Gamer2 may be aware of it, but just wasn't able to get the timing. Average Taco manages to take them out. Gets one on the comeback as well, and Tub getting a fantastic pick on to Chicken Nugget there. And that will be an 8-0 lead here. Collinsville dominant right now.
Yeah, once again, a round where Collinsville had the disadvantage going into plant phase and actually is able to pull it out. Average Taco with great mid control, being able to get a lot of space and just an off angle that caused so much pressure and actually ended up getting 3 eliminations during that round.
Yeah, and NMI doing a great job for the side of Classen. Right now, both teams are doing a great job. Again, like you said, these rounds feel like they're going so close. It's just how do you push in on this retake towards Collinsville? I think a lot of Collinsville's advantage right now is that they're getting these early picks and they're able to push their advantage early. And I think Classen is just looking to play these safer angles. That Boombot going to come out, the Flash going to come out as well. Chicken Nugget in a really precarious situation right here, but manages to get a nice headshot on the nav. Gamer2 with the trade as well. Adam Tao gets one onto Chicken Nugget. Classen in a 1-player lead yet again. I think if you're Classen, you keep the man advantage up and keep these sites controlled. You know they have to go towards one of these 2 sites. They can't plant in this mid right now. So you kind of just have to play these defensive angles and wait for Collinsville to push into you. Maybe wait to hear some sound. Right now, Classen just kind of spread all over the map, waiting to see what Collinsville's going to do. Gamertube comes into contact with Me2 there. Does end up getting the pick. Now 2 players remaining. Comeback gets a nice headshot onto Adam Tao. Average Taco, the only player left here for Collinsville, and has that ultimate available. Might be looking to rotate over. Gets one onto NMI, tries to TP onto site. Get there faster. Spike will be planted here on the A site. Now a 3v1. We've seen Tub do it. Can Average Taco do it? Manages to get one on the comeback. Decides to use the Resurrect that time. Gets one onto Gamer2. Tries to isolate that 1v1 with a Dobo, but Comeback able to get the peak, and there's the first round for Classen.
Yeah, we'd already seen a round where Classen had decided not to use the Clove ultimate in the past. This one in the 1v4 actually decides to commit it, and it's what wins them the round, being able to double swing there at the end and get the pick onto Average Taco. First round win for Classen. Now, if they can stack these wins and try and get a little bit more of a closer score going into halftime, we definitely have a game.
Yeah, now Classen still kind of having to save just a little bit, especially with that 8-round advantage that Collinsville was able to get. They're kind of still scrounging for these rounds, but I think if they can take this one in their favor, then that is when the momentum will start. Right now, they have the one. If they can keep this up, then I think they can certainly bring this one back. Collinsville right now looking to take some aggression towards this A site. Classen hearing a lot of sound, decides to back up a little bit. So much util coming out, forcing Chicken Nugget off this angle again. Nav is going to come out early. Isn't aware that Nav is going to be there. Adobo getting a nice pick there onto Nav. Adam Tao getting a trade onto GamerTube. Adam Tao getting another onto NMI. Only 2 players remaining here for Classen. Collinsville coming back in after that loss strong. Getting this site early and playing for this man advantage yet again. Not being too aggressive for these picks. Adobo manages to get one onto Adam Tao. Starts that dash, looking to isolate the 1v1, but Tub gets that pick onto Adobo. Looking for comeback. Me2 will get that trade there. 9-1. Collinsville starts the momentum. Brings it back.
Yeah, Collinsville doing a fantastic job being able to get efficiently onto site and also changing their tempo up a lot. We've seen them play a decent amount slower during this series, but going a lot faster that round, being able to get Nav deep into site. Does get traded out by Adobo, but still getting a lot of value, a lot of free space for their team, and then that retake is just so difficult when there's so much space given to the opposing team of Collinsville. Classen trying to do what they can, not being able to pull that one out.
Yeah, now Classen just kind of scrounging for these rounds, especially with the economy looking a little more rough. especially after losing that round. Adobo sitting here with this Sheriff, maybe trying to look for this lurk onto Me Too. I don't know if they spotted out Adobo with that camera. Tubb's going to go ahead and get that plant onto B. A great take here. Looks like it did end up spotting out Adobo there. Is able to get a nice pick there. That Boombot going to come out. NMI getting a little bit of chip damage onto Me Too there. NMI gets the pick. Chicken Nugget gets one of the nav as well. Now quickly turns this into a 3v3. Adam Tao trading that out onto NMI. Adam Tao getting another. Gamer2, the only one remaining. Here's that gun drop. Is going to be aware that they're there. Manages to get one onto Adam Tao. Decides to back up. Not quite sure where these last two players are playing. But this bomb taking out so quickly is going to need to make something happen right now. Gets one onto Tub and quickly made this a 1v1. But not quite sure where they're playing. Gets a nice spray. Gets a little bit of damage off, but Average Taco's going to get that one. And a 10-1 lead for Collinsville.
Yeah, Collinsville showing exactly what they showed against Sequoia just a few hours ago. Really just dominance so far in this split game. Maybe Classen could be the ones to turn it around. After all, they are the only ones who have handed a loss to Collinsville this season. I'm sure Collinsville knows that just as well as we do. But Collinsville still showing really dominance, a lot of dominance on this attack.
Yeah, for sure. And just so much work being put in on this Me Too lurk as well. Being able to put out so much pressure, even if they don't necessarily get a pick. They're just putting so much mid pressure, forcing Classen to kind of have to spread themselves around the map and take these kind of disadvantageous trades here. Adobo manages to get an early pick onto Adam Tao, though, starting Classen off with the advantage. Nav gets a trade onto Chicken Nugget and CT. That will be the site here for Collinsville. Able to get that bomb down, the showstopper available here for Nav. Get some healing with that Sky. The rest of Classen going to be coming in through the CT and this Heaven here. Tub going to throw out the Skydog, try to spot him out. Gets a concuss there. Not exactly able to follow up on it, but is able to slow them down just a little bit. That Vice ulti going to come out from Classen. Try to start this retake, having to play this with pistols. Adobo Gamer, Tub managed to get one. Tub gets two with that classic. Me Too getting one. NMI gets a nice pick. Starts the defuse, but now in a 1v1 with Me Too and gets a nice headshot. Able to clean that round up and get that defuse. A 10-2 half. Now swapping sides, Collinsville having the advantage. Yeah, not exactly if you are a Classen fan, not exactly how you wanted that half to go, but a good way to end it, going 2-2 in the last 4. However, with this much of a deficit, 2-2 is not going to cut it, Jackson. They need to start streaking together these wins, and very, very fast. Yeah, this pistol round is certainly a must-win here for Classen, and now that they are on the attack, what do you think they might be looking for? I think with the Classen composition, again, they play this Vise. We've been seeing it all day. And while it is a little bit worse on defense, it makes it where they're a little stronger on attack with these flashes, being able to have that opportunistic ability. I think really we might see Classen be able to explode onto these sites a little faster and catch some people out with all of the flashes in their composition. And it's like I said earlier, Classen having a very attack-sided composition, so now I would like to feel that they kind of are on their favored half now. They are still down quite a bit, but it's certainly looking better. But Me Too with a nice shot onto Adobo through the smoke there. That one-way proving a little rough for Classen to push into. Now having the man advantage, Me Too looking to play a little bit more aggressively here. Maybe try to box them in. Not sure where they're playing. Me Too trying to look for the aggressive picks. Gets one on to come back. Decides to smartly back up. Keep that man advantage in their favor. Looking to still push this B site. Decides to back up all the way though. Classen still posturing for this B site. Where the Collinsville still looking to push it. NMI gets a nice pick on the Tub. Chicken Nugget getting one on the Nav as well. Quickly evening the score. Gamer2 going to have to start this plant. Me Too gets one onto NMI. Me Too going crazy on this pistol round right now. Chicken Nugget gets the trade, shutting down Me Too. Now put in a 2v2 average. Taco going to be looking for something here. Ends up going around. Chicken Nugget gets one onto Adam Town. Now stuck in this 1v1, but Chicken Nugget is at 1 HP here. Not a lot that they can do, and that will be the pick. Average Taco cleans that one up. A close pistol round, but it will go into Collinsville's favor.
Yeah, and shout out Me Too for opening that one up for Collinsville. Without their heroic plays, not probably going to be able to turn that one back around. Really good play from Collinsville. Amazing play from Me Too, as we've seen this entire time. Already repping that 20-6 stat line.
Yeah, now keeping the 11-2 and now being in the bye round. I feel like if you're Classen, do you take the match point or do you try to force to keep it forward?
I'm not 100% sure. It looks like they're going to want to save here. Maybe Classen is also thinking that they have the bracket reset, so they feel a little more confident that they can go on a run here at the end, but they need the rifles to do so rather than forcing twice.
Yeah, if Collinsville is able to clean this one back up, it will go into that bracket reset, and Collinsville will have to win yet another one. But if they're able to keep the dominance that they've had in this game, they can certainly take a second game. But it's not over just yet until that score hits 13. Adam Tao looking for an early pick. Average Taco gets one. NMI gets a trade on the Average Taco. Gets one on the Adam Tao as well. Classen quickly gaining the advantage in this. The Force Spectre on NMI looking to prove helpful and might end up getting them this round. Now I'm going to look for an aggressive peek with this Outlaw. Isn't able to get anything. Down to 16 HP. Comeback going to start this plant here. Classen still down a player. But Me Too quickly evens that one out. Gets one onto Chicken Nugget. Backs up a little bit here. Now in this 3v3. Two players sitting on the site. Tub going to maybe clear this angle out here. And does. Able to get GamerTube out. Comeback not aware. Gets a little bit of damage. NMI gets that trade onto Me Too. But Nav and Tub quickly bring this one back. And that will be match point for Collinsville.
Yeah, looking really strong there for Classen early, but how many times have we said that during this series? Another great comeback from Collinsville, being able to actually get the defuse off when there was a little bit of a force. I don't know if they were exactly expecting that from Classen during that round.
Yeah, and now, with it being match point, Classen has no choice but to force. It might not be the best having a Bulldog and a Stinger, but their buy's not horrible either, and Collinsville is on their bonus, so they will have a slight weapon advantage, and especially if Classen can take this round with too few casualties and keep those Vandals in their hands without losing too much economy. And as I say that, Chicken Nugget starting off with a fantastic pick onto Adam Tao only a couple seconds into this round. Nav looking for an Outlaw pick, but Adobo able to clean that one up onto Nav. Manages to get hit down to 10 HP. The body shot did come out, but not quite the headshot. Nav ends up taking out Adobo, only the 10 HP. The fall will end up finishing it out and come back with the cleanup onto Average Taco. A very fast round for Classen, but that is the start of the comeback.
Yeah, we talked about them having the severe gun advantage, and we immediately saw that in the garage duel that took out Adam Tao. Really good, forcing the gun advantage into the person advantage for Classen there, being able to get this series a little bit closer. And again, you're just playing for momentum at this point. Even if you end up losing this game, but you take 4 rounds off of them, that's going to be something to be remembered going into this bracket reset if there is one.
Yeah, and NMI doing a lot of work right now for Classen, and now being on the attack, we know that's where they're most comfortable. So we're just going to have to see what they can do. Adam Tao placing down that Sage Wall early this time. Maybe looking to get a pick here, sitting on top of the wall.
Here.
Looks like Collinsville is kind of aware of it here.
Yeah, and these teams have seen each other a lot throughout this season, so they have definitely gotten used to play styles, understand how these players play, being able to understand the team comps that they run. We're seeing history between these two teams and the understanding of what these players are, as it has slowed down a lot. It looks like Classen is finally committed on a site what they want to go for, but really just looking for info, trying to bait out utility, see if they can get a couple of smokes in a spot that they don't want it. Will it prove fruitful for them?
Yeah, playing really slow in this A. Does end up getting spotted out by Average Taco. The Collinsville rotates are going to start coming over, but Classen gets this site as 5, still having all of their players remaining. Some damage onto Tub here. Does end up getting some Sage heal there. Average Taco looking for a Paranoia. All of Classen just kind of grouped up on the site, almost in a little bit of a fishbowl here. GamerTube manages to get one onto Tub. Chicken Nugget gets one. Comeback gets one. Average Taco gets a nice trade. Comeback getting another. Now quickly, Average Taco, the only player remaining. Clearly, the fishbowl is where they are the most comfortable, keeping all of their players just kind of grouped up as 5 together.
Yeah, you never think of the fishbowl actually being able to fight back, but the fishbowl exploded in that round, absolutely dominating the Collinsville defense. And I thought with the amount of angles that Collinsville was able to take before the fight broke out, I really thought Classen was going to be able to struggle. But not only did they have good control of their angles, they had great trust in each other's angles, not subjecting themselves and their positions due to their teammates either getting picked or getting into gunfights. Really good trust there from Classen.
Yeah, now with Collinsville here being forced into a save and Classen having 2 rounds in a row to their name, the momentum kind of swinging back towards Classen, and with that match point kind of looming over their heads, they're just trying to make something happen. A nice headshot, but just isn't able to beat Adobo's Vandal there. Chicken Nugget gets one as well. Looking to quickly grab this site. Classen starting off this round strong. Nav looking for one with the Sheriff. Isn't aware that Inamai is in that smoke there and is able to take out Nav. 2 players remaining here for Collinsville. What can they do? Tub gets one on the comeback and another on Inamai. A great start, and it looks like both of them are going to be able to pick up some rifles here. And now quickly in a 3v2, the Cypher ulti comes out as well, but Chicken Nugget with the spray through, and that will be a collat. Tub and Me2 both going down.
Yeah, I thought we were about to see another Collinsville Classic with how those picks happened, and then immediately the Sky Ultimate, the Seekers, gets committed into that fight. Really thought Collinsville may have been able to turn that around, but Classen was able to close out that close round and get another point on the board. 5-12, all of a sudden that deficit is slowly coming back.
Yeah, and again, that match point just kind of looming over Classen right now, but that was a save for Collinsville. Now having the rifle advantage, of course, a must-need round. The match point still just kind of waiting for something to happen. Average Taco, Adobo getting a fantastic early pick there. Adobo doing a great job on this attack right now, keeping the aggression up. Chicken Nugget going to get that bomb down. Nav just kind of waiting for the smoke to go down. Watches Gamer2 run in there, but isn't aware that Adobo is right around the corner. Does end up getting picked off. Me2 and Nav get some trades, though. A quick 3v3 being made, but with Classen now on the defense with that bomb planted. And am I going to get that showstopper out? Chicken Nugget gets one. Doesn't quite get anything with that showstopper. Waiting for Me2 to make their move. Does end up forcing their way out, but NMI gets the pick. Only 1 player remaining here. Adam Tao going to have to make some quick work of this. Gets one, and a quick flick there from Comeback, able to turn that one around. Now a 4-round streak here.
Yeah, really great heads-up play there from Classen at the end, especially with how that round was going. Adam actually got a chance to really turn the round around, but very fast reaction time, being able to close out that round. And yeah, the momentum has started to swing in Classen's favor. All of a sudden, I wonder what's going through Collinsville's heads right now. They have to force into another eco. The economy looks great for Collinsville, or for Classen, I apologize. But for Collinsville, they have to get creative with it again and probably give up another round.
And we'll have to see how this ends up going. Again, like you said, a save round. Looks like Collinsville is going to decide to posture towards the B and just lock off the mid with the Sage Wall. Doesn't want to play too aggressively here. We're going to have to see how Classen decides to push into this. Right now, just kind of playing a little bit of a default here, feeling out the map, grabbing some information. They don't want to give these ones away to Collinsville, knowing that they are on a save here. Decides to rotate out just a little bit. That Skydog popping a lot of information there. Inamai gets a nice headshot onto Adam Tao. The first blood will go in the favor of Classen. Looking to continue this into their favor. Some rotates coming out here from Collinsville. Chicken Nugget going to get one onto Me2. Adobo, one onto Average Taco. And now only 2 players remaining here. Adobo gets another one onto Tub. Now just looking for Nav. Where is Nav playing? Ends up getting the swing. Nav getting one into Adobo. Going to try to pick up a rifle here. but Classen is not going to let them. Has the Bucky maybe trying for these close angles here. NMI getting that final headshot. And right now, even with this match point kind of looming over them, they're still performing in a 5-round streak in their name.
Definitely heating up a lot. Classen is being able to string these rounds together, 5 in a row now. But Collinsville also was on an economy in the last round, so a little bit worse for them. This one, it's more of an even playing ground. Both teams are able to full buy. Both teams are able to show the completeness of their skill. And honestly, Collinsville, if you lose this round, you better watch out because it's coming up close.
Yeah, you're slowly starting to get these rounds back in your favor. You just have to keep playing smart and try not to let any mistakes go through. The Cypher Trip going to be thrown in the mid. A nice flick from Adobo onto Tub. Able to spot that one out. Breaks that Cypher Trip. Decides not to completely push it, but makes Collinsville have to kind of clear out some extra angles here. They decide to push this B site aggressively, start getting this bomb down, and with 2 players out on the side of Classen, or on the side of Collinsville, Classen yet again starting this round strong.
Yeah, once again playing a lot of players actually on the site, not like we see Collinsville. Collinsville likes developing these off angles for people to walk into, but Classen preferring to play a lot more of the site with a couple of people floating around. Collinsville looking for an opening, but that timer is a-ticking. Adobo with the pick onto Adam Town. NMI with Nav. Taco trades back with 2, but Taco's the only one left. Finds a second one. Finds a third. Is he trying to take Collinsville home? Only 30 HP left. Knows where both are and is going to get taken out by Comeback. Comeback denying that comeback for Collinsville. Another Classen round win.
Yeah, almost a fantastic play there from Average Taco. Able to isolate those 1v1s really well, but just the small chip damage made by each player is able to end up cleaning that one out. Comeback finishing it up, and that will be a 6-round streak here. A very close game we have on our hands. Started off with almost an 8-round, I think it was an 8-round win streak there for Collinsville, but now Classen showing that they still have what it takes to beat this 1 seed.
Yeah, and you said it yourself, Jackson. A very attack-sided map, and it is being shown here with the attackers winning almost every single round.
Yeah, and starting off really aggressively here in this A. Maybe decide to back up here. Not quite sure what they want to do here. Some information gathering right now. Maybe looking to start a bit of a default.
And a lot of utility committed too. Immediately out of the gate, we see both Cypher Cages and a Raise Nade be dedicated to this A main.
Yeah, and right now, Collinsville just waiting to see what Classen decides to do. They did hear them start leaving, so we'll see if those rotates come through. Nav still sitting here on the site, though. Gets a nice pick there onto Adobo. Has to start this reload, and NMI is right there to be able to trade that one out. A 4v4, and the bomb will go down. Classen back in the spot they're most comfortable. Comeback gets 1, Me2 gets the trade, but Comeback with the res. Gonna try to make something happen. Average Taco has to kind of force out that Vice ultimate, gonna prove a little hard. Comeback gets the pick onto Me2. That will keep them up permanently. That ultimate going to do great work here for Comeback. Certainly not dead yet. Right now, Tub and Average Taco trying to make some work in the CT. This pixel peek for NMI spots them out, but isn't able to get the pick just yet. Average Taco trying to make their way into elbow there, but does get taken out by Average Taco, and NMI will get it as well. And Classen, you must feel good about this streak you have going on.
And it's not even just the streak of round wins. These rounds look more and more dominant into Classen's side, with that having 4 players on Classen's side still up. There is still a bye for Collinsville here, but realistically, if you miss this bye, I don't know if you get another bye until it's sudden death match point. And it is win by 2 because we are standard. But still, getting to that 12-12 overtime situation is not a thing you want to do if you are Collinsville.
Yeah, and if you're Classen, that's exactly what you're gunning for right now. We'll just have to see, because it looks like both teams are really struggling on these defenses. So going to an overtime with both teams having to play an offensive side and a defensive side, it really just comes down to who can win the defense seems to be able to just take the rest. But right now, a default being made here for Classen. Only 3 rounds left needed, and so many gained already. Just waiting to see what they can do. Still kind of playing this a little slow on this lurk around. Brazenade trying to spot out some angles, just getting some information right now. Spots out the head of Adam Tao. Breaks the rest of that wall. Still looking for this pick here. Classen not quite pushing anything too aggressively just yet. Playing a lot safer this time.
And Collinsville not giving anything up. Really not over-rotating anywhere, giving a lot of information, but feeling confident with where their defense is standing.
Yeah, going to start this rotate. Collinsville still holding strong, not leaving their positions. Nav with a fantastic shot into Adobo. A great pick to get for Collinsville, but NMI, the trade onto Average Taco there, going to get their way onto site. That Skydog going to spot out Nav in that CT. Bomb going to start being planted. Nav manages to get one, but Chicken Nugget will get the trade and start the bomb plant. NMI gets another. Now a 2v2. And Classen back in this CT angle here. The Cypher ult going to come out. The res coming out as well, gaining that man advantage back. That second ping, the spot out Chicken Nugget and NMI both in this corner. Not a whole lot they can do. NMI has it. Chicken Nugget manages to get one, and the showstopper getting NMI. Average Taco, we've seen him do it before. This bomb ticking out. This is the round that they need. Average Taco, the last player remaining with the boom bot, not able to be taken down, and NMI will clean that one up. A 4K. Looked really close there for Collinsville, but just not able to clean it.
And NMI using their utility so well, all of a sudden sporting a 30 and 14 stat line in this game, really heating it up for Classen trying to take this back, and a fantastic play there. With 2 ultimates being committed on the Collinsville side, that wasn't just a rough round, that was disastrous in your ultimate economy, and then once again, they are forced to save.
Yeah, and that sort of gives leeway to be able to give Collinsville this 11th round, and then you have to force up again for that match point. And Adobo gets the early pick on Adam Tao, deciding to get up this mid really early.
Here.
Now just waiting for these Collinsville rotates. Not quite sure where Collinsville's playing right now. Still playing safe in this B, doesn't want to be too aggressive. Still unsure of where the rest of Collinsville is going to be playing. Still trying to gain some information without giving them these ones. Average Taco looking for something here.
Trying to find an opportunity, but the stutter step that Classen has caused is really throwing Collinsville for a loop. Not 100% sure where they are going to commit. It does look like they are going to walk onto the B side. Adobo still looking for some entry, and the rest of Classen comes suit. Adobo trying to clear through this smoke, baby. Looking for an opportunity. The flash comes out onto Me2.
Don't want to play too aggressively here. Keep the safety up. Me2 gets a nice shot onto Adobo, though. Is maybe looking to grab this here. And a nice headshot from Tub 145 to GamerTube. Nav looking for the showstopper. Gets one. Gets one of the Chicken Nugget as well. It looks like this might be the game ender. Me2 going to start the defuse, but still 2 players remaining here. The defuse going to come through. Average Taco gets the shotgun, and Nav will clean it up on the comeback. Finally managing to get that last round, but Classen showing that they still have it, and a lot closer game than the beginning might have seemed like.
Yeah, the final score does come out in Collinsville's favor, but originally we were looking at an 11-1 half in the favor of Collinsville, and all of a sudden the final score is 13-10. NMI with 30 and 15 in that combat score. If you're Classen going into this bracket reset, you're feeling really good with the momentum you just grabbed.
Yeah, you certainly... Starting off at the beginning, the mental might have been down a little bit, but especially after that, you know you certainly still have it, and you know you can still beat Collinsville, especially since you've done it twice already. But now going into this bracket reset, they're going to have to play again, and we'll see what map ends up getting selected. But for now, we will be right back.
streams in one of the best games in the entirety of the game. Like, one of the best maps. It's really exciting. It's fun to play with. It's fun to have different strats. It's just really a fantastic map. It's been in the game since day one, and I feel like it's one of the best maps in the game.
Yeah, for sure. And now, you know, especially it being a 3-point map, it definitely is a lot more defender-sided. So we'll have to, or a lot more attacker-sided, I should say. So we'll have to see how this one goes. But they're aggressively going to take Average Taco Collinsville starting on this attack, doing a lot of damage here. Average Taco getting a nice right click onto GamerTube. NMI getting one onto Average Taco as well. And now 3 players remaining here for Classen. NMI getting a nice one onto Nav. Come back one onto Adam Tau. Now quickly into a 2v2. This bomb is planted. They're going to have to start this game somehow. Tub tries to get the flash through, but Chicken Nugget going to get aggressive here. Me Too with this Headhunter. Isn't quite sure how much time they have. Is able to take comeback out and still live. No Headhunter shots left. Having to do so much work to just stop that bomb from being defused. And that will be a first round win for Classen.
Yeah, Wingman already a fantastic ability with its ability to concuss enemies. You put in the plant and defuse ability as well, and it makes that 1v1 scenario into a 1v2 really difficult for Me Too of Collinsville to be able to pull that one out. And the first round win, something that we did not see in the last game, but the first round win goes to Classen.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how they fare for the rest of this game. Does Classen feel bad after that last match and having to go to this bracket reset, or is Collinsville just continuing with that fire in their eyes to win this one? And NMI with a nice shot through the smoke. Great timing onto Nav, starting off this bye round with a great early pick, slowing down Collinsville just a little bit here.
Yeah, pretty sure NMI saw the hand of Nav right there. Really great, opportunistic, and great reflexes too, being able to hit that shot as Collinsville is on their eco here. So looking for some sort of opening. They're waiting for Classen to slip up. Will Classen give them that opportunity?
Yeah, and right now, Classen doing a great job of just playing safe right now. Not letting anything happen, and NMI gets another there onto Adam Tau. And it looks like Collinsville might not want to take this site. The pressure of this Outlaw just a little too strong, maybe looking to go towards this B instead.
Yeah, a little bit pulled away from the Jet Sniper, as it normally happens. Whether it's Outlaw, Marshall, Op, it's really difficult to walk onto those, especially with lacking util. Walking into B, Adobo's going to take down Average Taco. Adobo actually on the Omen in this series. We've seen them on Duelist until him, but with the plant coming down, Adobo and Comeback are going to eliminate the last 2 players of Collinsville and clean up the rest of that eco round.
Yeah, fantastic buy round there for Classen, keeping all of their weapons available for this bonus as well. And we'll have to see how Collinsville fires back, now having the weapon advantage and economy advantage in their favor.
Yeah, Classen definitely making some adjustments after that first map loss, but, you know, being able to go through the entire winner's bracket gives you that bracket reset, and I think they're using it really well. We see a couple of adjustments on their team. Like I said, Adobo on the smokes. We actually have GamerTube on Duelist this time, and just those shifts around, maybe that's something in just play styles that they prefer to do on this map, or maybe it's them adjusting to what they've seen out of Collinsville.
Yeah, last game we saw GamerTube on the Vise, now on the Phoenix. So we'll have to see how they play the rest of this one, but right now, so far a little bit of a default happening right now for Collinsville. Just trying to scope it out, knows that Classen is good enough to be able to beat them even with this bonus here. They don't want to give these rifles away. Maybe looking to lurk up this B here, get some more information going.
Yeah, trying to look for some information, really looking for an opportunity that Classen is not willing to give. Poke is coming back and forth with Nav in this extra middle space. Not where the rest of Collinsville is deciding to go, though. They prefer this A long, it looks like, but I don't know if they know about GamerTube and where he's sitting.
Yeah, now they're just pushing this A site super aggressively. Nav gonna have to try to push into it. Does end up checking it. Has to kind of do a double take on that one. Wasn't quite sure what they saw at first, but is able to grab that pick early. Now with bomb down, a 5v4 here for Collinsville, starting off this one strong, this bonus. Nice pick from NMI and Chicken Nugget, even this one out, but B2 manages to get two, sending that one down. And a great comeback here from Collinsville.
Like,
a 2-1 lead here for Classen.
Yeah, definitely a round that is supposed to be one for Collinsville. The professional team that they are, being able to understand how to win that game, being able to get that round win and bring it up to 2-1. This is where we saw Collinsville go on their run. Was this round 4 in the first game? Will we see something similar? Have they started to figure out exactly what's going on with Classen?
Yeah, now going into this third round, both teams having a weapon advantage, or both having full utility available to them. We're going to have to see what they decide to do. Again, 3-point map, a lot more to defend. A whole extra site gives you so much more to work with, this map being so much bigger.
Yeah, so many more rotations.
Early pick onto NMI there. The dash started. Gamer2 gets the pick, though. Average Taco going to go ahead and get that trade. 3v4. Classen right now having to take this retake with a little bit of a player disadvantage here. That Skydog gonna concuss Chicken Nugget there a little bit, getting a spray on Average Taco. Adobo with a nice pick there. Throws that Paranoia into hell, maybe looking to push here. That Gecko Flash gonna spot him out and is able to get that. Tub getting the trade. Chicken Nugget gets one. Nav gets the pick. Now into a 1v1, and Chicken Nugget cleans that one up, giving that third round to Classen, starting off this one really well on a 3-point map on defense with what I would argue is a little bit more of an attacker-sided comp because you have the Omen and 2 duelists. They're starting off really strong, I think.
Yeah, I think Classen's doing a fantastic job here early, and this is something that we've struggled seeing from them since the beginning of today. Really, these close rounds usually always end up with the other side finishing with the win. Classen now has 2 round wins under their belt where they only had 1 player left, or they have to do the last second defuse. Really strong plays from Classen, really being able to get that advantage and get this early lead, something we never saw in the first game.
Yeah, and now we're going to have to see how Collinsville decides to adapt to this. One thing I talk about a lot whenever it comes to Valorant is how much adaptability there is in this game, learning what the other team does. And these two teams have played against each other so much in the last few weeks. So we'll have to, they surely know how to play against each other. They surely know how each other plays. We'll have to see how that fares in this game. We're going to start out early. Collinsville getting some early aggression. Comeback gets 1. Adam Tao gets 1, but NMI with 2 quick knife picks is able to put in a lot of work. Ends up using them all up. Now it's to say here with a classic. Chicken Nugget gets 1, and Tub, the only player remaining here for Collinsville, does get taken out by NMI. A fantastic play there from Classen and NMI.
Yeah, NMI making great work with the use of that knives and the ultimate for Jet, being able to get those 2 picks and just maintain that angle where the rest of Collinsville still had to worry about this Jet on the off angle, constantly getting pressured in. Classen being able to sustain that and collapse it on other angles. Really good job from Classen, and once again, we're seeing that momentum from the end of map 1 go into Classen's favor very quickly here.
And pulling out the operator, NMI on the Jet, and the ultimate coming out.
You
from
want to play?
well.
Let's play.
So 2 operators online on this map right now, 1 for each team. We have to see what they decide to do. Decides to push up the A, taking this longer angle. Was able to clear out Adobo there, getting that early pick for Collinsville. Nav looking to make something happen. Spots Gamer2 back up just a little bit. Has to clear out some more angles, but ends up taking this site here with the man advantage. Now especially having that chamber operator available to them, they have a lot of defensive options right now.
Spike planted.
NMI gonna have to use this operator to push back into the site. Almost spots out Tub there, but is able to get back before that smoke goes down. Ends up using that dash. Nav looking for something here, is able to take out comeback there. The flash comes out, Tub gets 1 onto NMI. Chicken Nugget manages to get 2 trades. Slowly evening this game back up, throws that wingman over, trying to get a stun, but Me2 with that operator is able to put in a lot of work. Gamertube looking to maybe go heaven here. Not a ton of time remaining. Nav gonna lurk around with 30 HP here. Ends up spotting out GamerTube there, but doesn't quite get the shot. Nav ready in CT to take that one out. And that will be another round into Collinsville, a 4-2 game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gamer2 went up into that heaven to try and save that op for NMI, not getting a lot of value out of it since NMI was holding that C long angle and then had to push back into A with the operator, trying to get that to another round, trying that goal again, not going to be able to get it. Great job from Collinsville getting their second point onto the board.
Yeah, and right now, Collinsville's leaderboard looking very spread out right now. Their entire team doing a great job. Me Too, Average Taco, Nav, Tub, doing so much work for Collinsville right now. Average Taco starting this push here on this long. Skydog going to come up short. The Jet, the Fize following close behind. Stun going to come out as well. Forces them to back off. That Fize ulti going to shut down a couple of their primary weapons. Nav looking to play a little aggressively off of it. Does end up getting shut down by NMI. Now looking for this retake with the man advantage gathered. Average Taco in hell right now, looking to use this paranoia in the CT. Maybe looking for Adam Tao to swing off it. Doesn't end up using it. Adam Tao gets the swing, but the smoke's going to come out, stopping them from being able to do anything. Tub and Adobo both getting one each. Now a 3v4. Still in Classen's favor right now, and Adobo going to start this defuse. Me2 going to be looking to try to stop them. Gets one. Comeback gets the trade. Chicken Nugget with one as well. Stopping that Collinsville post plant and is able to get this defuse, putting them up 5-2, and it will be a team ace here for Classen.
Yeah, I really was surprised that Nav saw the opportunity to push into the defending spawn, trying to get that extra pick after already having such a clean execution. Maybe got a little bit greedy there and punished, making the advantage for Classen with that retake. And we've seen Classen on this map. Maybe this is a more comfortable map for them, Jackson, because on these retakes, they are very clean about where they are using utility and how to swing off of one another. Almost every time that we look at a Collinsville player, they're blinded, they're flashed, they're stunned. Something really detrimental to a Collinsville duel, and it's making Classen be able to string these rounds together.
Yeah, these retakes are proving very well for Classen right now, especially having that 3-round advantage. Able to put in so much work right now, just looking strong on this A site for Collinsville, but Classen just able to come back in style.
Yeah, and Collinsville slowing it down a little bit. We've seen them this entire day be able to control this tempo really strong. You can tell this team has played together a lot and communicate and trust each other because of how quickly they are able to stop on a corner and just decide to go further for the next 40 seconds. It's a really cool play, and especially when you're trying to defend from that, you don't know if they're still there or if they're rotating on you.
Yeah, Dobo going to go ahead and back up the rest of Classen. The bomb going to go down. Me2 and Average Taco both get one. NMI gets a nice spray onto Adam Tao through the smoke there. The ultimate coming out from the Phoenix here. Going to try to make something happen. Doesn't clear out that hell. Tub is able to clean that one up. 4v3, but 2 players for Collinsville here sitting really low. Average Taco at 1 HP right now. The swing comes out from GamerTube. He's able to get Nav. NMI and Comeback both get one themselves. Me2 now at half HP, the only player remaining. And NMI with a fantastic headshot onto Me2 there, putting them 6 rounds up now. Classen with these retakes. Yeah, they are doing so well.
And Classen's recognizing it really well. They're giving up sight pretty leniently, not losing anyone on the entry, and just playing for those retakes because they've seen that their comp can retake A really phenomenally. And Collinsville realistically might look at going to a different site, either the B or C site, or just playing something different because this post plan is not working for them.
Yeah, and we'll have to see what they decide to do. Maybe look for the B, maybe look for the C. They're able to get on site really easily. I think it's just about how they're playing these post plants. I don't think Collinsville is necessarily playing them poorly. I think Classen is just doing a great job of continuing their utility usage, keeping it up, and putting in a lot of work. Looks like they're going to be going towards this B site here. Hearing some sound, Classen's going to start rotating over. The dash comes in from Nav. Chicken Nugget kind of caught out in this back site. Nav manages to take him out. Only 30 HP remaining here for Nav, but the bomb is going to go down. keeping a lot of pressure here on the site itself. 2 towards the A link, 2 towards the C link. Adobo manages to get Nav, evening out the player field. And am I going to try to look for one here? Wasn't sure if there was one back there. Tub and Adam Tao both get one, and MI gets one onto Tub as well. 2 versus 3 right now. Has to try to make this retake happen. The duelist duo to do it all. The smoke going down at such an unfortunate time as a flash in themselves. MI gets 2, but Average Taco lives to keep that one alive, and a 3rd round will be granted to Collinsville.
Yeah, even when Collinsville has been winning, it's been really close, and with Classen, you're not feeling upset. And with NMI going 15-6 already, you're not feeling upset with that either. Really making a great stat line. Chicken Nuggets started this game really hot, going 9-1, now 10-4, slowing down a little bit, but NMI has picked up that pace for Classen.
Yeah, NMI just doing so much work right now. We've seen them be a pivotal piece to Classen's team, but I think this is the first time that we've seen them really just pop off in these games. They're really looking for this trophy here. Adobo gonna get an aggressive peek there on to Me2, starting with a man advantage. Collinsville now down a player. Nav gonna pop those knives, maybe looking for an aggressive knife play here.
I'm not 100% sure if this got cleared out. I don't think it did. The corner play, GamerTube's going to be able to get the pick, but Tub's going to trade it back out. Chicken Nugget and M&I with trades as well onto Collinsville. Only one left standing for Collinsville. It's Adam Teo, and he is going to get one, but Adobo trading them back out.
Yeah, and a great, quick cleanup there from Classen. A nice aggressive play to start the round from Adobo. Worked out really well for them. Able to get that early pick and continue that momentum going. 7-3 half right now. On what I would say is a more attack-sided map. We'll have to see how this Collinsville team fares on the defense. I would argue has a bit of a more defensive-sided comp, especially having 2 Sentinels and the Omen.
For sure.
I think if you are Collinsville, you don't feel horrible, especially if you can get these last couple rounds, then I think that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely a conversation of we need to get a couple more rounds and get this into a more sustainable situation. You don't want to be like Classen was that we saw in the first game where they had to come back from a mountain of losses.
Right, NMI getting 2 early picks, Me2 getting a nice trade onto NMI there, but now down a player. Does Collinsville decide to rotate, or do they continue the C site push? That smoke gonna go down. Tub gonna have to get back quickly. Classen just looking for these rotations, maybe looking to play a little bit aggressively here. Kind of just sitting back with these sheriffs. They are on a save right now, so they're just kind of looking for picks here. They don't necessarily need to get the bomb planted. They don't necessarily need to take the round. They're kind of just looking for as much damage as they can do into Classen as possible.
Yeah, there's just so much great patience here from Collinsville. Really understanding that minute-and-a-half clock. Not a lot of teams do this. They like having faster rounds so that they can get through them easier. But Collinsville able to use this clock and try and force these rotations. We are finally going to see it. Adobo is going to pick out Me2 on the chamber, looking for a second one. Really doesn't want to give up this gun, though. Finds Adam Teo. Tub getting the trade and is going to get a rifle off of that in a 1v3 scenario, and very close to a must-win scenario for Collinsville. Not going to be able to get it. Comeback shutting that down. 8-3.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, a great game so far. Classen doing a great job on this defense right now. NMI and Chicken Nug up there at the top doing a great job. And now, like I said though, Collinsville, very defensive-sided team. So they might end up swapping this and pull a legacy
nice
streak in
comeback.
their way. Yeah, we saw it happen last game for Classen, and now kind of roles reversed. We'll have to see if Collinsville can do it too.
And let me talk higher game sense with you, Jackson, for a second. If you're Collinsville, do you actually give up this round so that you go to the 9-3 curse?
Yeah, look for the 9-3 curse. Hope to win that one. They certainly could. They certainly could. But I think they definitely want this round to go in their favor and start that momentum going back, and especially if they can win the pistol round swapping halves. And that's exactly what you look for. 3 ultimates online here. 2 Collinsville players down. That operator online here for Collinsville, but down 2 players. And that Vice ultimate up.
A very hard situation to win in if you are Collinsville, but one you must win if you want to be a champion in the state of Oklahoma. What will they do? Liking to lean towards this A side again. The execute comes out. NMI going to be able to find one on the side. It's Tub. Me2 trading it out though. 4v2. Me2 finding another one, making the odds a little bit easier for them. Trying to find a little bit more of an advantage. The Thrash dodging it, getting away from the opportunity, and popping the ultimate, getting the headshot with the Executioner, but no. Classen able to clean it back up. Me2 must have heard us, Jackson, trying to become a champion, but not quite there.
Well, that is the 9-3 curse going into this next half. Collinsville now being on the defense.
Switching sides.
I think just especially looking for this pistol round. If you can take these first couple rounds, get to 5, then you're not looking too bad. But this pistol round is almost a must-win for them right now.
Yeah, needs to be a tide change for Collinsville if you expect to stay in this game. And realistically, more of an attack-sided attack-sided map is what I was trying to say. That's English. But now Collinsville actually has to work through this on the defense. Are they going to be able to swing this around? Are they going to be able to cause the swing to come back? Classen has been surprising people throughout their entire season, becoming the 4 seed, winning the winner's bracket, getting all the way to this point. No one expected them to be here except themselves.
Me2 doing a lot of damage onto NMI there, getting him to about half HP. Starting off looking fairly solid. Some damage going to come out onto Me2 as well. Looking to maybe push this B site. That Cypher trip, the chamber trip going to be activated.
Cover going out.
Tub sitting here in garage looking for some right clicks. Manages to get one. They actually had a ghost, so no right click available on that.
That's true. That gun does not have a right click, but a lot of damage coming out. This 5-man from Classen getting a lot of value. Comeback going to be able to take out Adri's Taco. Adobo getting the flank from Me2, who's been showing that a lot today. Gamertube getting Nav as well. And all of a sudden it comes crumbling down for Collinsville. Adam Tail, the only one left, trying to find Gamertube, is going to get pinged by the Cypher Cam and still has to try and flip this 1v3.
Yeah, with that bomb planted, you want to try to do what you can to take this pistol round. If you allow Classen to get to that 10-3, it's going to look a little rough. Chicken Nugget will clean that one out onto Adam Tao. A 10-3 game now. And with Classen having the weapon advantage, they do have the economy advantage. If you're Collinsville, do you just force?
Well, apparently if you're Collinsville, you take a timeout. Trying to get that mental reset, figure out what's going on, and especially with the way that pistol round ran, Classen decided just to meatball through garage and try and trade out with anything that's happening. Collinsville is trying to figure out exactly what their strategy is going to be to deal with this Classen offense. You haven't seen a whole lot. I'm surprised they took this right now and not after like round 3 of this half. That's probably where I would have taken it, but you have to look at the round deficit and realize you have to change something fast if you expect to win this game.
Yeah, I think that timeout is exactly timed. It is exactly what Collinsville needs right now to kind of think about what they want to do on this defense, especially after losing that pistol round. Maybe discussing whether they'd like to force or whether they'd like to just save. If you let Classen have that 11 rounds, you're not on match point just yet, and then maybe you start the streak there. Or if you want to play it aggressively, then maybe you try to force it up here.
Yeah, I think realistically they should save this round. If they really want to, if they're feeling inspirational, they can get a little bit creative on it and try and catch Classen out. But I think with the gun disadvantage, you save your crazy plays, and it's actually going to be a force from Collinsville, thinking that they need to start winning some rounds to keep back into it, and honestly, they're not wrong.
Yeah, Me2 gonna save that chamber headhunter to maybe try to get some early pick. Takes an early shot and has to TP out, doesn't quite get there. And am I gonna come out early? Adobo gets one on the average Taco. Looking for Me2, that's 2 more shots down, only 1 left on that headhunter available for Me2 here. Looking for as many picks as they possibly can. Tub gonna try that Sky Flash. NMI has to back up into hell here. Gamer2 manages to get one. Chicken Nugget gets one on the nav. Adam Tao coming out with one, but NMI will get the last 2. is able to take that round for Classen. The force just not working out in Collinsville's favor. Do you force again, or do you just decide to save it for the match point?
I think they may be looking at forcing again. We see Mitu with the loadout that they're going with that Vandal light armor, trying to make something happen. And at this point, if you're Collinsville, that's what you need exactly to happen. You need a hero play. You need someone to get that momentum back for you. Like we saw Classen do at this point last game, they were able to hold that momentum all throughout this game as well, and it's given them that 11-3 lead.
Yeah, and if you can get these, if you can especially get this round in your favor, deciding to force up again, if you end up losing this one, you go to a final match point with kind of a low economy value. Adobo going to get that early pick there on to Adam Tau, starting off with a player deficit on Collinsville. Right now, Classen doing a great job of just playing safe, waiting for the pushes to happen. Nav with that area is going to try to get some spray. Gets a little bit of damage off, but no picks just yet. Average Taco does get taken out there by NMI. Looks like they might rotate over, not keep the B aggression. Look for this A site plant. They've been doing really well on this A site. The retakes have been great on their defense, but now on their attack, we're going to have to see how they favor in these post plants. NMI gets one onto Mitu. 2 players remaining here for Collinsville. Makes something happen, and Adobo gets Tub unaware. And the paranoia going to come out. Nav gets a nice spray there onto Adobo. Still has a lot of HP remaining, but Chicken getting a nice headshot there onto Nav. Match point for the seed for Classen.
Yeah, Classen trying to take this one home, being the underdog during this entire tournament, and Collinsville trying to clinch out that Seed 1 victory, but it's not looking good for them. Once again, having to force a little bit better of an economy this time, being able to force into this, but still not the situation you want to be in when your opponent has you by the ropes.
Yeah, now having to force up. You are on that match point. Having 3 Vandals and 2 Guardians available with a lot of light shields certainly don't quite have the economic advantage, but still having a good enough buy to be able to do it. A lot of utility going to come out on the C side, going to try to make something happen aggressively. NMI gets an early pick onto Average Taco. Tub getting the trade. Adobo comes back with one onto Tub. Now a 3v4. Classen currently having the advantage, and the bomb is down. Collinsville has to make something happen now. You have Nav, Mitu, and Adam Tau to make something happen here. The Omen gonna try to get some information. Nav gets a nice pick onto Gamer2, but gets another onto Adobo. Now quickly gaining the advantage here. Gonna start the defuse soon. Has to destroy that Gecko Flash. Rash gonna come out. Stops the defuse. Ends up getting Adam Tau. Chicken Nugget gets one onto Mitu. Nav gets one, ends up switching to this Classic. Are they going to be able to clean this one up? But not quite. Almost a great round there to finish it up. But Classen will take that victory. Collinsville was able to take the win against Classen in the last one, going to the bracket reset. But Classen doing a great job bringing it back. And the 4th seed Classen doing a fantastic job of cleaning this one up and taking the victory in the Division 1 Valorant Championships.
Yeah, definitely a wild card walking into this playoff bracket, but Classen being able to run through winners